the greatest swordsman in Japan, stood on the beach, waiting. He was furious. His opponent was 2 hours late. This was the plan. Miyamoto Musashi was not late because he was lazy. He was late because he knew his enemy, Sasaki Kojiro, was arrogant. He let Kojiro stand in the heat, sweating, thinking, letting the rage poison his mind. When Musashi finally arrived, he didn't bring a steel sword. He brought a wooden oar he carved on the boat. Kojiro screamed and charged. One strike. Crack! The duel was over. He didn't kill him with skill. He killed him with psychology. An angry man cannot fight. Control your mind, or someone else will.
They thought the Mongols were running because they were afraid. For 9 days, Subutai played the coward. He led the princes of Rus into a trap lined with arrogance. At the Kalka River, the retreat ended. The horizon didn't just break, it turned to iron. It wasn't a battle, it was a harvest. But for the princes, a quick death was too much mercy. Subutai promised not to shed a drop of their blood. He kept his word. He laid a wooden platform over the living princes and held his victory feast on top of them. Arrogance is a feast where the host is always the main course. Most men are happy with the scraps. You want the weapon? Open the vault. Subscribe.
They exiled him to a rock in the middle of the ocean to die. But the emperor made one fatal mistake. He forgot what he was. Minamoto no Tametomo, the demon archer, born with a mutation, one arm 4 inches longer than the other. Not a deformity, but a biological weapon. When the fleet came to kill him, he didn't run. He drew a bow so heavy it required 3 men to string. He didn't aim for the soldiers. He aimed for the waterline. 1 arrow, 1 sunken ship. The rest of the fleet fled in terror. True power isn't fighting 1,000 men. It's making 1,000 men too terrified to fight you.
They called him a demon. Benkei, 7 feet tall, a tower of iron and muscle blocking the Gojo Bridge. He had taken 999 swords from the men foolish enough to cross him. But tonight, he wasn't facing a duelist. He was facing an army. They charged him in waves. Spears shattered against his armor. Horses panicked in his shadow. Benkei swung his massive blade, and men flew like leaves in a storm. He was not fighting to live. He was fighting to buy time. His master was praying behind him, and Benkei was the wall that would not break. Realizing they could not get close, the enemy cowards drew their bows. The order was screamed. Loose. The sky turned black. Hundreds of arrows rained down. Thud, thud, thud. The sound of piercing armor was sickening. But when the dust cleared, Benkei was still standing. The soldiers froze. The giant was a pincushion of shafts, yet he glared at them, motionless, silent. No one dared to approach. The fear in their hearts was heavier than their swords. How much blood can one man lose? Why won't he fall? A brave soldier finally crept forward, and the wind blew. Benkei's body tipped over. He didn't fall because he was strong. He fell because he had been dead for an hour. He died standing up. True loyalty does not end with your heartbeat. It ends when your duty is done.
He didn't leave because he was defeated. He left because he finally saw them for what they were. Empty. A world of screaming ghosts, chasing a man who had already died to his ego. Silence isn't the absence of noise. It is the presence of focus. When the mind is still, the arrow doesn't just kill, it shatters the illusion. Let them chase the ghost. They will only find the hunter.